Okay, so today we're going to be playing around with a little bit of Melt and Pour soap base. I have these little ornaments cutouts made already from some Melt and Pour, and all I did was just take some mica glitters and then just played around with some different things. And then last night I just made a couple of these just to kind of experiment with and play around with. I figured these would be cute little soaps to give out. I'm not scenting these just because I'm going to be reheating this soap most likely. So I don't want to burn any of the fragrance oil that I put in it. I also don't want anything to discolor because I want to be able to see through and see these little ornaments. So starting off, I am going to take some clear Melt and Pour base and melt it down, and I will be right back. So I'm back with some melted down clear Melt and Pour. There's just a little bit of air bubbles in there. Pop that with the alcohol. I'm only going to do a few just because I'm not sure if I've got enough base of the Melt and Pour base today to be able to make a full tray. So I'm just going to kind of spray that down liberally. And I'm just going to pour a very, very thin layer just to have a flat surface for the front of the soap, since the bottom of these cavities are going to be the front of the soap. I'm actually kind of putting in a little bit more than what I need, what I originally planned, but it's all going to get filled up anyways. Okay, perfect. Spray some more of this. Okay, gonna give this just a second, just long enough to kind of cool off a little bit, so when I put these little ornament pieces on there, it's not gonna melt the front of them. And we are gonna have this soap long ways, so the ornaments are gonna sit in there like this. So I do believe we are cooled down enough. So what I'm going to do is put down the ornaments first that I want to be seen closest to the front of the soap. Hopefully I won't need tweezers or anything for this. I didn't grab those. Okay. And it just went right down in there. Kind of drop that one. Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Melt and Pour, just put on the back of these ornaments to put the next set on. So it'll stick. Okay. So we'll see how that looks. Kind of had to move the skin around to put those in. So I guess we will see. We're just playing around. I have a holiday workshop style market coming up, which that's going to be all the way in November. So I'm just trying to play around with some things, some super simple, easy things, and see what I can come up with. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to keep doing this, and then I will bring you guys back when we're ready for the next step. Okay, so we are back for the next step. I'm just going to spray each one liberally with some alcohol. This is the 91%, there it goes, 91% rubbing alcohol. And this clear melt and pour is still kind of, it's still warm, but we are actually right at the temperature of what I need without messing up what we've just put in our mold. So I did the 2 layers of the ornaments, and I'm just very gently going to pour in the very corner over here and just cover these guys. Perfect. I'm just going to do a couple at a time so I can spray with alcohol as I go. I just don't want any air bubbles that you can see through this soap. Perfect. You can never use too much rubbing alcohol. That is my general opinion. Okay, so do believe we are good on these. So I've got all of them covered, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these, I want to say last night it took about an hour and a half just to be sure that it was okay to pour on the next layer, because I didn't want to break through that clear part. So we're going to come back in just a little bit and pour some of the white melt and pour on top. So we will see you in just a second. So I'm back. It's been about 2 hours. I could have come back about an hour after we poured this clear layer here, but I just wanted to be absolutely sure. Plus, I got stuck on YouTube discovering new soaping channels. So, I am officially back and everything is hardened. So, we're good. Alright, so I have melted down some of this Shea Melt and Pour. I see some air bubbles in there, so I'm just going to kind of pop those. And I'm just going to spray this. I have an idea. So I'm going to do something a little bit different than these soaps that you saw earlier. When I was doing these last night, my boyfriend made a comment about how the ornaments kind of look like they're in a snow globe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 of my glitter sprays. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see that at all. But I'm going to take these and spray before I put down this next layer. So I've got one, I forget which one of these it is, but one is called Super Sparkles. This one is the Black Onyx. And these are from Nurture Soap. And then one of these, I don't know what the name is, but it's not from Nurture. It's from a D-Sash group, and it gives like a pearlized type of look. So he said they kind of look like snow globes last night. So I'm going to throw some glitter in these. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to use these before we put down the next layer. So I just sprayed some of that rubbing alcohol. So I'm just going to use these little glitter pumps. Before I get started, I'm going to make just little hash marks on the backs of where these ornaments are, just because I'm using a different kind of melt and pour, and I want to make sure that these layers are going to stick together. Now you probably don't have to make as many or as deep etching as I am, but these are different brands, so I just want to make sure they're all going to stay together. Okay, and we are going to give it a whirl and see what happens. Okay, so we have the white layer poured on. I'm interested in seeing how it turns out. Since we're not all the way to the top for these soaps and I am out of my white, what I'm going to do is we're going to use up some of this extra left over from the ornaments, and I just saved what I cut the ornaments out from. There's the red. And then there's the green. Alright, so I'm just going to warm these up and we'll just pour them on top just so we have a full-size bar. Be right back. So I did the red and the blue, so now I'm just finishing up on the green. Looks like I'm going to have to round up just a little more green, or whichever other color I can find. Okay, so this is a different green here, but we are going to go for it. Alright, so I'm probably going to give these a full 2 hours and then... Okay, so it's been, I don't know exactly how long it's been, but I know it's been at least about an hour and a half. So now I'm going to unmold these. If, you know, I've unmolded this one. So some of these I did come back and do like a second colored layer on the bottom. But this one, I went ahead and unmolded, and if my camera will focus, where the skin moved, you can kind of see a lines there, so, which is okay. And since I over poured this one, I had to trim up the edges. There's 2 different greens that I ended up using there. And then you can see the glitter. So let's go ahead and unmold the other ones. Okay. Here's the other one. You can see where the glitter kind of bunched up in one corner. But that one looks good. And I'll just fix the edges with paring knife or my vegetable peeler, whichever. And I'm wearing my gloves, so I am reducing the amount of fingerprints on the soaps here. Okay, as you can see, this blue came up the side, which is okay. Alright. This one has green and blue on it. I think these are cute. They're a little bit different. Okay, so it's definitely a fun little project. Something I can do with kiddo. Something I can improve on. Now this idea for like how do I say that? This idea actually came from another YouTuber at Koala Soaps, and I'll put her link in the description box. But she she messes with Melt and Pour a lot, and she has some really cute, fun creations that she makes. And I was going back through some videos of hers, and one of them was a Valentine's soap where she had like a solid layer and then cut out, and then there was clear Melt and Pour in the middle with a rose and a leaf, and then it was a solid background. So it was kind of like a looking through a window type soap, and I just thought it was really cute, and it gave me this idea for Christmas ornaments. So I'll link that below too. So yeah, there we have it. Our cool little Melt and Pour Christmas ornament soaps. These were last night's. We didn't make those today. So we made these. Alright, you guys, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. I do have a lot more videos coming up, specifically some holiday videos. So as they become available, I will post those videos. If you liked the video today, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you feel so inclined, you can subscribe to our channel, and then that little bell will actually notify you when we have more videos as well. Alright, we'll see you on the next video. Bye!